I'm Nick Koenig. Thanks for joining us for school news around the district.
Our top story, steering clear of driving distractions.
Students enrolled in driver's ed classes are now training on dozens of donated distraction simulators.
It's all thanks to a partnership between AT&T and the Education Foundation. Photojournalist Gary Russ takes us to John I. Leonard High School, one of the schools using the simulators.
Well, AT&T today donated 30 distracted driving simulators as part of the It Can Wait campaign. So we're hoping through the donation of these simulators that the students will get the message that it truly can wait. No text, no glance, no social media post is worth another life. It can wait. We want them to keep their eyes on the road, not on their phone.
Today we're testing out a simulator for driving and texting. We often talk about texting and driving with students during the course of our class. However, now we have a simulated situation where they can get online and use this program and use their actual cell phones. And the program actually responds when they text to the child has to text back during the course of their driving. So this is really a great simulating situation that they can really use and learn and benefit from. It's important for many different reasons. Number one, it gives them additional practice before they even reach the highway. And I think this is a great step in the right direction because it's part of a process that allows them actual practice before they get behind the wheel. We have to make sure that our teenagers understand the importance of being safe on the highway and doing all the things that they've been taught in terms of not texting, not being on the radio, and not having a lot of distractions inside the vehicle.
School district administrators and Florida lawmakers team up to address educational needs.
And this meeting at Forest Hill High School certainly started off on the right note. At the twilight's last gleaming. The school's chorus, Dimension 20, sang the national anthem. This gathering was a joint workshop involving Palm Beach County's legislative delegation and the school board. Superintendent Robert Avosa, who joined the district in June, is in the process of developing his 5-year strategic plan.
And I've learned a lot about the district, a lot about great things that are happening. I've spoken with well over 5,000 people this summer, and we heard a lot about the things that were going well, but we also heard a lot about things that we need to improve on.
In addition to an update from Dr. Avosa, the meeting also included a review of school board legislative priorities and proposals, and a discussion about how to collaborate on several issues. One issue getting a lot of attention involves how to better serve Spanish-speaking students.
Many students who recently immigrated to our county don't even speak English. Help for some of those students is underway, thanks to a unique partnership in Jupiter. A program created by the Mexican government to teach literacy skills to native Spanish speakers is now being offered at Jupiter High School. It's part of a partnership between the school district and El Sol. El Sol is Jupiter's neighborhood resource center. The program helps students improve their literacy in Spanish and earn school certificates from Mexico while completing their studies in schools in the U.S. So far, nearly 60 students at Jupiter High are enrolled in the program. We'd also like to remind you that El Sol is the site of an upcoming community meeting. Superintendent Robert Avosa invites members of the public as well as school district staff to share input with him. The community outreach meeting will be held at the El Sol Neighborhood Resource Center in Jupiter. The meeting will take place on October 15th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
You're listening to the sounds of South Grade Elementary School's very talented musicians. The Surfer Band recently performed at the Mayan Festival in Lake Worth. The students performed under the direction of their band director, Ed Schumann. 23 members of the band took part in this event. What a great performance.
And this was the scene at Hagen Road Elementary School as new members of the school's safety patrol were sworn in. 79 fifth graders are up for the responsibility.
Some of my responsibilities, since I'm a captain, I have to make sure the safety patrols are here on time. If they're not here, I have to ask them why they weren't here the next day or when they are here. And I have to keep all the kids in Hagen Road safe.
Like these students, safety patrollers at schools throughout the school district represent a select group of 5th graders who are committed to providing a safe environment on campus.
Speaking of safety, the school district is committed to keeping students safe in school and online.
Reporter Claudia Shea shows us how educators are now better prepared to help students use social media more responsibly.
The explosion of social media has enhanced communication worldwide. And as a district transforms the way educators teach, the way students learn, and how we all communicate.
Race is Chase.
Making social media part of a positive learning experience is the driving force behind the district's Tech Safe workshops.
This is a collaborative effort between the Department of Safe Schools, Education Technology, Infrastructure, Security and Support, Library Media Services. And what we're here today to is to combine the mandate of acceptable use of technology with the mandates for cyberbullying and the 5.002 prohibiting bullying and harassment.
And I'm thrilled to be here with you along with the team to bring you Tech Safe.
This instructional forum educates teachers, media specialists, and other school representatives about how to promote the safe and ethical use of technology resources.
We're actually encouraging the use of social media, which is very exciting. And so now we're helping teachers and employees understand how to use it for their own learning communities, for their own promotion, and showing what's going on in their classrooms and in their schools. And we're helping them understand how to use it but not get in trouble with it.
A big part of this training also involves teaching methods to prevent cyberbullying and harassment. School representatives take the strategies they learn here back to their campuses, sharing it with other educators and students as part of an ongoing conversation.
Palm Beach County has been really proactive in trying to get in front of technology misuse and abuse. I love the fact that we're trying to figure out how we can work with the educators to get them fired up about enlisting teens to be the agents of change.
Agents of change in that students will play a pivotal role in promoting constructive ways for their peers to interact face-to-face and online.
One of our goals is to have students use technology to change the norms of how kids use technology and to be using it to promote kindness, empathy, and compassion for others.
Our schools are on the front line of this new age of technology, and programs such as Tech Safe ensure that students and educators proceed along the information superhighway with responsibility and accountability. Claudia Shea reporting for the Education Network, keeping you informed.
Students are also making great strides through the district's AVID program.
AVID is an acronym for Advancement via Individual Determination. Seminole Trails Elementary School is deeply committed to AVID. In fact, the school devoted a week to special activities geared towards students' success. Activities included highlighting college and career readiness.
I feel like it really gets our kids excited about the work that we're doing in class. We teach them, how to think deeper, how to be organized, and all the different skills that they need to be college and career ready.
Activities included a Lockheed Martin engineering assembly, presentations by Palm Beach State College, the Norton Museum, and other events.
Time now to give kudos to other students and staff in a segment we call Honor Roll. Congratulations to the music department at K.E. Cunningham Canal Point Elementary School. The music department was awarded a $30,000 grant from Teamwork USA. The grant will help fund the hiring of 2 new music teachers and the purchase of new instruments.
And a big high five to Haley McGirt. This honor student at Jupiter High won the first place trophy at the Yale University Speech and Debate Tournament. Haley is a junior at Jupiter High.
And a heartfelt thank you to the dads at Gladeview Elementary School. About 30 fathers, grandfathers, and other male caregivers participated in Take Your Children to School Donuts for Dads Day. These male role models were invited to show their support for education.
A new educational exhibition is displaying lots of support for veterans of World War II, and school tours are welcomed.
Video journalist Jack Backus shows us the display hosted by the Boca Raton Historical Society.
This is the Boca Raton Historical Society Museum. We call it the Boca Raton History Museum. We're in the old City Hall, the old Town Hall of Boca Raton, which was constructed in 1927. It's a beautiful building. And since the 1980s, it's been the home of the Boca Raton Historical Society. And we do a variety of programs and exhibits and house many of our historical collections here. We have a wide variety of collections that reflect the history of our wonderful community. Some of the strengths of the collection include Meisnerania, that is material related to Mr. Addison Meisner, and his famous Boca Raton development from the 1920s land boom. Our current exhibition is entitled Sentimental Journey, and it's about Boca Raton during the wartime. And many people don't realize what is now a fairly large community. It was a very small town in the 1940s, population maybe 750 people. And it was here that the Army Air Corps, which today is the U.S. Air Force, decided to establish a wartime training base, specifically devoted to training radar mechanics, pilots, and so on. Radar was top secret at the time as well. It started in 1942, and the lands of the field actually took up almost 6,000 acres here. It extended from Palmetto Park Road on the south to north of Yamato, as the pioneers used to say, or Yamato as you may know it, and from Dixie Highway on the east to the CSX tracks where Amtrak is, so think of I-95 as the western boundaries of the base. The runways of the base were where the current Florida Atlantic University and our Boca Raton Airport sit today. I think that youngsters will be really interested in seeing the activities that were going on during the war. Of course, there were a lot of flying, a lot of airplanes, a lot of important activities going on related to the war itself, but also there was a lot going on for civilians that they may relate to. The Boca Raton Historical Society is the steward of two historic landmark buildings. One is the Old Town Hall, which today is our History Museum and our headquarters, but we also own the old Florida East Coast Railroad Depot, which is located on Dixie Highway. And it was constructed in 1929 and 30. And there at the depot there are 4 rail cars, including 2 streamliners, which are also on the National Register. They were built in 1947, and they were part of the Silver Meteor, which was the New York to Miami express run, very glamorous, in the 1940s. That is the home of our signature educational program, Ticket to Ride. And the youngsters come with their school groups and experience what train travel was like in the 30s and 40s. They learn about the times, including World War II, of course, and what the role of the different personnel on the train, as well as what the pioneers were like. They all take on a persona. It's lots of fun, and I think the children really, really enjoy it.
Lots more ahead here on School News Around the District. Still ahead, we'll check the community calendar for important events.
And the spotlight shines on Krista McCullough Middle School. Find out what makes this school outstanding.
Help shape the Palm Beach County School District by sharing your input during the Strategic Plan Community Tour. This fact-finding series of meetings is instrumental in Superintendent Robert Avos's development of the district's 5-year strategic plan. You're invited to attend a meeting conveniently located in your community. The public meetings run from October 5th through October 19th. Tour location meetings include Pahokee High School, October 5th, Park Vista High School, October 6th, William Dwyer High, October 8th, Seminole Ridge High School, October 12th, Spanish River High School, October 13th, Santa Lucia's High School, October 14th, Suncoast Community High School, October 15th, Coniston Middle School, also October 15th, and Atlantic High School, October 19th. On each date, teachers and other district employees will meet at 4:30 p.m. Members of the community will meet at 6:30 p.m. Don't miss your opportunity to discuss issues that affect education in your public schools. For more information, contact the School District's Office of Engagement at 357-7572 or online at engagement@palmbeachschools.org. The School District of Palm Beach County, your best choice.
Welcome back.
Each week, school news around the district highlights one of our great schools.
And this week, the spotlight shines on Christa McAuliffe Middle School.
At Christa McAuliffe Middle School in Boynton Beach, the goal is to educate young minds for the challenges of tomorrow. The school honors the legacy of teacher-turned-astronaut Christa McAuliffe, who was one of 7 crew members killed in the Space Shuttle Challenger accident. She inspires the teachers and students at the school to work together as a team and to dream big. Her motto, "I touch the future, I teach." That message lives on inside these classrooms of the future. The students sit on exercise balls and work together on computers with double monitors.
We need to break away from the brick and mortar format of traditional education, and we need to infuse technology.
Here, teachers and technology team up to teach U.S. history.
Like in today's society, everything's technology, and this whole room is technology.
The lessons are online, allowing teachers to work one-on-one with students.
It's really critical that you pay attention to each of those quizzes and all of that documentation and refresh it in your mind.
And students zoned to attend Christa McAuliffe Middle can be part of the school's Information Communications Technology Academy. The program offers an innovative, integrated learning environment focused on computers, technology, and communications. The emphasis is getting students prepared for college and beyond.
This is the technological era, so everyone's used to computers, iPhones, iPods.
And they enjoy working on computers. In this class, students read books on the computer. To ensure they are learning to read and reading to learn, they take comprehension quizzes while online. And computers also play a major role in this science class, where students work in small groups to create a slideshow of invasive species.
All right, I think we need to add a picture of a bird.
There are also traditional classrooms with talented and caring teachers.
Everyone repeat after me. Respond.
Respond. Students have so many opportunities to reach their potential, from the many sports teams to playing in the band. There are also several clubs to choose from, like robotics, and students are encouraged to give back to the community. This all adds up to a special feeling at this school.
We're like a big family. We all help each other.
And the kids here get so close to you. They will feel like this is your own family. This school is like another home for you.
Family, home, Christa McAuliffe, a wonderful school in Boynton Beach. The School District of Palm Beach County, your best choice.
Time now to show you some important events making our community calendar. Jupiter High School is holding a college and career fair. It takes place on October 14th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the gymnasium.
Registration is open for the Heroes for Education 5K run, walk, and student run. It will be held on November 14th at Bryant Park in Lake Worth. For more information, log on to register.racepartner.com/Heroes for Education.
Jupiter High is kicking off its Meet the Scientist lecture series. The first lecture is titled Thinking Like a Scientist. The guest speaker is Rebecca Corlew of the Max Planck Institute. The event takes place on October 13th from 7 to 9 p.m. and is open to the public.
And be sure to attend the Showcase of Schools presented by the Department of Choice and Career Options. Representatives from schools throughout the county will be on hand to explain the unique programs they offer. This is a great opportunity for parents and students. Showcase of Schools takes place at the South Florida Fairgrounds Expo Center on October 20th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now let's check in with Rick Blackwell to see what he's working on in Good Sports.
Hi, Rick.
Thanks a lot, guys. This week on Good Sports, we're going to talk about high school bowling. We've also got an alumni from Dreyfus School of the Arts who made history and then went back to campus. And then the elementary school, South Olive Elementary School, that won a national award. Let's hear it! Those stories and more coming up on Good Sports here on the Education Network.
Thanks, Rick.
And that's going to do it for this edition of School News Around the District, brought to you by the Education Network,
Keeping you informed.